Hello, my name is Celia Calcaraz from Keller Williams in Plymouth, Michigan, and today I want to talk to you about things that all first-time home buyers should know. First off, I just want to say that I love first-time home buyers. I just always think back to when my husband and I were looking for our first home. We were engaged at the time, and we had spent 4 years of our relationship long distance, him in Arizona while I was back in Michigan. So it was super exciting, just going to see different homes that could be your home together. So I love first-time home buyers. I love just educating them and showing them all the different options and going through the process with them for the first time. So the first thing you want to do when you start looking for a home before anything is to get pre-approved. You need to get your financing in order. Many first-time home buyers usually are getting a mortgage of some type, either conventional or FHA or VA, what be it. So make sure you get with a really great lender. The lenders are a huge part of the process, and get yourself pre-approved, because a lot of realtors won't even take you out to go see properties until you have that pre-approval. That way you know what you're looking for and what you're approved to purchase up to. You don't want to go and fall in love with the house and then not be approved for a loan for it. The second thing, I'm going to stop doing that, the counting. When you start looking at homes, you want to be realistic with your budget and the money that you have on hand. We all want the brand new move-in ready homes, but if you only have a certain budget, and like right now we're in a seller's market, it's going to be hard to get every little thing that you want, and you just need to be reasonable and realistic. Words are hard. And just make sure you are not letting small things, cosmetic things deter you, and focusing mostly on big item things, especially during the inspection, more structural features and heating and cooling and whatnot. You also want to make sure that when you have your lender let you know what your payment is going to be each month for that home, or for whatever type of house price you're looking for, that you aren't living just to pay off your mortgage. A lot of people, this is super obvious for everybody, but I always like to say it, you have to realize that you still have to furnish this entire house, and things cost a lot of money. Couches can cost, a couple of thousands of dollars. And if you're okay with that, then great, but it can be a little bit overwhelming when you purchase a house and you're paying your mortgage, and then you realize that you have, your car payment and car insurance and all these things. You might have a husband that insists that he needs the gold package of cable and wants to golf a couple of times a week. So you need to factor that in to make sure that your mortgage payment fits your lifestyle and a life that you are comfortable living. Once you start putting offers in on homes, once you've gotten pre-approved, especially once you have an accepted offer, please do not do anything to mess up your loan. So what this means is don't make any large purchases, whether it be, even appliances, a fridge or, washer and dryer, up to don't buy a new car or lease a new car. Those are big things that will heavily affect your debt to income and just show up on your on the underwriting process. So try to hold off onto those, or buy them before you start, doing this whole process if you can. I mean, some things come up, but just talk to your lender before making any big choices, if possible. Also, I was looking up some of these things, like big items that you shouldn't buy. Personal aircraft. Do not buy a personal aircraft to mess up your loan. If you mess up your loan, it can cause a huge issue, especially once you have a signed purchase agreement and you are, in the stages of you've passed home inspection and the appraisal and everything. It can so mess up your deal. It can, totally collapse the whole thing. So please, from every lender and from every realtor, do not mess up your loan process. It is a nightmare, and one that we do not want. Do not sign me up for that, because I'm not having it. If you're thinking about building, if you are thinking about new construction, please still use a realtor. You know, there are agents that work for builders, and you can go through them and then they will do kind of the whole transaction for you, but you have to remember that they are employed by that builder, and so they might place more of their royalty towards that builder. Not necessarily everybody, but you just want to have the assurance that you have a realtor working for you and you alone, that their loyalty is purely to you, and that they are there to go over every document and just really be there on your side and only your side. We have really great friends of ours that just built, and she was telling me that she wished that she used a realtor rather than just the builder's agent, because there were some things that she didn't know about, and the guy kind of ghosted her once they were through the beginning stages of it, and they were kind of left in the dark, and that just didn't leave a good impression with them. Just a reminder, buyer's agents are essentially free to you. You may pay a transaction fee, but that is just to cover, you know, administrative expenses and whatnot, and it gets added into your closing costs anyways. But other than that, we are essentially free to you, and all we want to do is help you and help you find the house that is right for you. And we are there to point out issues, give you a realistic outlook on the properties you're looking at, on your goals, and what's out there. As of right now, we are February 2nd of 2021. We are in a seller's market. I do think that things are going to be getting a little bit better here in the springtime, but who knows? We are in a seller's market nonetheless, and please do not put in lowball offers. If a house has just hit the market, whether it be $200,000 or $600,000, do not go in the first day or week with a lowball offer, because even in a higher end, that, you know, higher end homes usually sit a little bit longer because it's a bigger investment. They're not going to take a low offer the first week that it hit the market, likely. I mean, if you are adamant about it, then okay, but especially for the smaller homes, it's not worth it. A lot of homes around here are selling for $10,000 to $15,000 over within the first day or two. Once a house has been on the market for a couple of weeks, and I definitely would consider, you know, putting a lower offer in, but just make sure that your agent calls the listing agent and talks to them and kind of finds out the situation, and then you can get a better idea of what is going on. When you are looking to buy your first home, make sure that you find a buyer's agent that has the time for you. Many agents try to be more listing based because they are not as time consuming as being a buyer's agent. Like I said, I love being a buyer's agent. I love first time home buyers. I love the process. I love going to see houses. And I don't mind it at all. But just make sure that when you are looking for a realtor that they do have time for you, because if they are so overwhelmed, they may not be able to go see those listings that are hitting the market the day of or the next day after. And that is crucial right now, especially if it's a home that you love and you want to put an offer in on. Things are selling so quickly that you want to be there front and center as soon as you can when it hits the market. You just want to make sure that you have a realtor that is willing to go to bat for you, who is willing to negotiate on your behalf, who is not going to take crap from any other agents, listing agents, whatever it may be. You just want somebody that is there for you, loyal to you, and is going to help you really get through the process, not feeling blind or in the dark, and be in contact with you every step of the way. As always, if you have any questions or if you know anybody that is looking to buy or sell, please send them my way. I would love to just talk with them. As always, I know I always say this, but I just want to be a resource for everyone, and I want to be someone that you can approach and come to if you need anything. I'm happy to give you any and all information that I can, and if I can't, then I will guide you to somebody that can. I appreciate you sticking through this little info video, and I'll talk to you guys next time.